Okay, I think you can hear me now. Sorry about that. All right, that was a problem. Thank you so much. I'm glad I had my eyes on the comments. But thank you guys for being live. So thank you so much. So I think you can hear me now. My name is Guy Bisuku. I'm a professional. I work in the cybersecurity field, and today we have a beautiful subject about cybersecurity. And I'm going to tell you how to start your career or how to not start your career in cybersecurity. And we're gonna have some good time today. Thank you so much for joining us. I see a lot of people in the comments. And all right, let's get started. So my goal here is to share my thoughts on this subject because cybersecurity seems to be the new kid in the block. Everybody wants to be in cybersecurity. Everybody wants to land a job in cybersecurity, either entry level or experienced. But the problem today, or what we're going to talk about today, is mostly on the entry level side. How would you get a cybersecurity job as an entry level? And the thing we notice now in the field is that it's becoming difficult. It's becoming difficult because companies know what they're looking for and they understand the kind of people they are looking for as well. What we're not seeing in the field today is that for an entry level job, because universities or a lot of academies already understood. We have a lot of boot camps today, which I've talked about. I personally don't believe in boot camps. I don't think you can be locked somewhere for 3 months or even 6 months, and then you get out of there, you know everything you need. No, that's not how it works. I don't believe in that. Even universities, even some of these degrees that are available out there, that's not the best way to start. And why do I say this? Because I am telling you that I'm in the field. I see what I'm saying, and I can tell you or report what I noticed. Like, what is the trend? The trend right now is that having an entry level job in cybersecurity as somebody who doesn't have any experience, who has never been exposed before to any kind of systems, any kind of jobs, any kind of big major field of computer science or computer technology. When I say major, we see networking, cloud, software, or data. And I saw a video on YouTube that inspired me to make this live here. It's a gentleman on YouTube. He does a good job. When I watched the video, I would just scroll on YouTube and I saw him popping on my page, YouTube, with a beautiful title. This is the guy. This is Wally. Wally, if you're watching this, good job, man. Because I watched your video. It's a beautiful video. You literally hit the nail on the head because what you're talking about here is exactly what is happening in the field. And I'm pretty sure you said it because you are also in the field, you're observing what's happening. Let me actually just share this link in the chat for everybody who wants to go check out Wali's channel. Wali is talking about network engineering, and he just made a video talking about getting a job as an entry level in cybersecurity. And he has a point in that video. When I saw it, I'm like, yes, I should make a video reacting to this, or just putting an emphasis on what he's talking about, because he's definitely right. When it comes to cybersecurity, I've mentioned it before on this channel. We have two sides. We have the blue team and the red team. So the red team is usually the team that does the offense, like the team that does pen testing, threat hunting, and all kind of good stuff. It's beautiful there. And then we have the blue team. The blue team is where I am. The team where we are defending infrastructures. We are defending enterprises. We're making sure that threats do not come in, or even threats that are inside, because now today threats are not only coming from the outside to the inside like in the old times. Right now threats are everywhere. They are outside, they are inside as well. So I make sure with my customers or my clients that they are protected both inside and outside. So that's the blue team. That's where I belong. And I can just talk based on my own experience, based on where I started. And the goal is that you don't make the same mistake. Or if you are right now wondering if you should start a career in cybersecurity, you know how to start it well, how to maximize your chance to land a job and to keep going. So the reality is that based on my own experience, I had to start somewhere else. I started as a network engineer. That was my entry level job. I started actually as a network technician back in 2011 and forward. When I even moved, that was back in the Congo. When I moved to the US, 2015, I got a position as a network technician. The next year, I got promoted to a peering coordinator where I was dealing with peering stuff. And then I kept going. I passed my CCNA, I passed my CCNP, I became a network engineer, I became a senior network engineer, and then I turned to cybersecurity, and now I'm doing it well. I'm doing it very well because I like the job I have now. It doesn't stress me out. And that's something I hear a lot from a lot of people, like from a lot of my friends or people that they're talking about stress in the tech field. Some of them just literally say that tech jobs are stressful. If you are stressed in your job, to me, it only means that you are somewhere you don't belong. You should probably not be there. You should be somewhere else, somewhere maybe an entry level job or somewhere completely different. But if you are on a job that you deserve to get and you are stressed, there's a problem. If you are in the right place, you are not stressed because you get excited when you're dealing with tech. You get excited when you're dealing with customers. You get excited when you're troubleshooting things. And to me today, working in cybersecurity, helping customers, helping companies, I have better time doing it because I have a background. Because my networking background allowed me to understand networks, and now I know how to protect networks. You can protect assets that you don't understand. You can just start from zero, go to a boot camp, and then expect to get out of it, or even master's degree or a bachelor's degree in in cybersecurity. You get out of it, and then you expect to be good and to be able to work in the corporate or even to create your own business and just be fine dealing with. Do I say it's not possible? No, that's not what I'm saying. People have done it before. But is it the easy way? Is it the recommended way? No, because you need to build a background. You need to build a lot of knowledge to be able to do cybersecurity easily and knowingly. You know what you're doing. Even if you're starting as a cybersecurity analyst, cybersecurity engineer, have a strong background in one of the core field of information technology that will help you transition in those kind of positions. That's my own experience. That's what I did, and that's why I'm here today. And I'm going to tell you that 100% of the people around me, they followed the same path. I have a podcast. It's actually in French right now, but I'm planning to start creating the same podcast in English as well. But if you're interested or if you understand French, I can probably just leave a link to the podcast in the chat if you want to go check it out. But like I said, it's currently in French only. Let me make sure I find it here and I put it in the chat. And guys, if you like the video, if you like what I'm saying, make sure you give it a thumbs up on YouTube, and make sure you also subscribe to the channel so you can get more of this content. Because what I do is that I do a mix of tech stuff. Like last time, we just configured the 40 Wi-Fi 81F, the one sitting up there. I mix that. So I sometimes I bring tech subjects. We go into deep configurations and stuff like that. And some of the time I bring you advice for your career, for your future, for what you're trying to build. And I've always thought that we are in the best era ever, where you don't have to know people to be able to get the right advice. You just need to be on YouTube and follow the right people, like I'm here telling you what to do or what not to do, so you don't go through the same struggles. So I'm going to drop in the chat a link to my playlist, my KBTrainings podcast playlist. That one is in French. If you want to play with some French, that's up to you. Go ahead and watch it. But again, I'm going to drop some episodes here on this channel for my English-speaking people. I'm going to bring you people with experience. So I mentioned the podcast because I've talked so far to 3 engineers, 2 of them that are in the cybersecurity field, and all of them talk about their experiences. They talk about how they started, how they got into the field. Common story, common denominator between all of them, they started somewhere else. They started doing networking. They became good at networking, and then they switched to cybersecurity. They started doing data center stuff. They got good at it, and then they can switch to something else. So these core fields are where you are supposed to start. It's much easier to get an entry-level job in networking, either as a network technician or as a junior network engineer. It is so easy. It's everywhere today. And it's people will tell you that with AI and automation and whatever, we don't need engineer. That is completely false. That is BS. You're not supposed to listen to it because companies still need good network engineers. Companies, even if your company moved completely to the cloud, all the people that are working for the company, they're not in the cloud. They are in their homes. They're either in an office somewhere. That office need good IT or network infrastructure. The people that are working, even if they're working remote, they still need to be connected to a system. They still need to be connected to SASE, to their VPN. Even if the infrastructure is in Azure, for example, they still need to build some kind of remote access technology to get access to it. You still need network engineers. That's not even a debate today. Network engineers are still in need, just like Wally said in his video. Go ahead and check it out. It's beautiful, it's well said, and I'm encouraging you to start with one of these fields. At least you get your foot at the door. Even if you're going to school, even if you're still doing your bachelor's in cybersecurity or your master's degree, start somewhere. Start learning networking, get a job, and keep going with it. And just like Wally said in the video, if you're going to watch it, I would rather recommend you to do something like computer science. I think it's wide open. It's going to introduce you to many things where you will have a broad view of the industry or the landscape. Just focusing on cybersecurity with 0 years of experience or zero experience at all, that's not recommended. That's not what you should do. I'm in the big team and the beautiful team today of engineers that have had a beautiful career in other fields. Just like me, I've been in the telecom industry, working for Comcast, Level 3, Spectrum, Centralink. I worked for all those big ones, and then I turned to cybersecurity, and I'm just navigating it very easily right now because I know what I'm talking about. When I get into meetings with people, I understand their language. I understand what they're talking about. Even if you are on the red side, just learning Kali Linux for 3 months doesn't make you a good pen tester. You literally have to be exposed to systems, to computers, to networks. You need to understand how it works, how traffic move from point A to point B, from endpoint to server. You need to get that core understanding. And most of the time, the people that are good pen testers or good hackers or even ethical hackers today, they usually have a strong background. It doesn't have to be professional. They've been playing with it in their basement for 12 years. They've been doing it for a long time. They understand the system. They understand how it works. They understand port numbers on applications and all kind of stuff. That's how they can transition all that knowledge and make it a job and start making money off of that. But when you have somebody online telling you that you can literally go from nowhere and then you do this boot camp and you get out of there, you get 200K. No, let me know. If you are a company today and you need somebody to protect your network, would you rather get a newbie that just came out of a boot camp, even if the boot camp was 1 year, I don't care. You came out of a boot camp, you don't have actual experience protecting infrastructures. Would you grab that guy and expect him to do well and protect your billion of dollars of investment in your infrastructure? Or you would rather have somebody who has been like a veteran in the army, who has been working for the tech industry for 10 years or 15 years, and who now does cybersecurity or security in general, protecting infrastructures? You would go with a seasoned engineer. And that's what I'm telling you here. That's why there is a problem right now in the field where it's very hard to find entry-level cybersecurity jobs. You might have that qualification in your hand. You might have the degrees in your hand. It's hard. Let me show you that. I have some links here. 1 second. Let me pull those up. Where are they? Yeah, these are just few links that I just Googled and I found it because it literally, if you watch Wally's video, you're going to see exactly what I'm talking about as well. But these are some few links that I found. This is on LinkedIn. And this gentleman is talking about why are entry-level cybersecurity jobs hard to find. That is the situation today. It's hard to find. There are people out there holding their credentials in their hands. They have a hard time finding a job in cybersecurity because companies don't want that. Companies want you to be good at something. Be good at cloud. Last time on one of my lives, I received a question about starting in networking with the CCNA or in the cloud with the AWS. AWS is good. Start with the cloud. It's much easier for you to get a job doing cloud and then start there. And then you can make a switch And just like one of the engineers I talked to in the podcast, he's right now a cybersecurity consultant for AWS. He started in networking, and then he went to the cloud. He became good at it, and then he switched to cybersecurity. Now he's protecting assets in the cloud because he knows exactly what he's talking about. He knows about the actual networks. He knows about networks in the cloud, infrastructures in the cloud, services in the cloud, and now he's protecting those services. He didn't just go from nowhere. That's one thing that you can go check out. Just Google it. He's talking about all these challenges that are now being faced. There's also this Reddit post here under the cybersecurity Reddit. Why is it hard to find entry-level jobs? And there's something here that I love that that I related with. Somebody's literally saying that an entry-level job in security is a mid-level IT job. And that is true. I can attest to that. You need, even if you are a cybersecurity analyst, what are you analyzing? What are you understanding in the analysis that you're doing? You need to have a strong background in a certain field. That's my message today. Just bringing it out and telling you that there are better ways to start your career. There are better ways for you to get into the field and to keep going. Of course, it's possible for somebody to go from nowhere to cybersecurity, not probably making 200K. You need to deserve the 200K. It's just not something that they throw at you because you look good. No, you need to deserve it. And usually entry level, you don't get to 200K. But I've seen videos on YouTube of people trying to convince you that you can go from zero, no experience, to 200K in cybersecurity, just like that. I don't believe in that. Maybe people do it out there, but I've never seen those people. And you need to be careful to what you're listening. So that's my message today. And by the way, talking about starting in networking, I have the best course for the CCNA. That's not why I'm here. I'm pretty sure it sounds a little cliche. Oh yeah, he does this and he brought us here so he can talk about his course. Oh yeah, that's what I'm doing. I have the best course in the CCNA. If you're interested, go ahead and check it out on en.kbtrainings.com. That's where the course is. Going from zero to engineer, the best course. We also have a community that will allow you to ask questions, to chat with people. It's a private community or private group. It's based online where you just interact with me and many other people. And also, we have these meetings every 2 weeks where we see each other on video. We are in a room, virtual room, where we can chat. I bring you all the support for you to understand and make sure that you get to where you want to go in networking. You can take your CCNA exam if you want to, or if you just want to understand these concepts that I explained really well, you can just do that and go ahead and move on with your career. That's my goal here. I'm here to help. If you have any comment, if you have something that is the opposite of what I'm saying, put it in the chat. I'm live on Facebook and Instagram. Let me just take a quick look at Facebook here and see how we're doing over there. Yep, Facebook, we're doing good. Engineer Cornel Cavallo. Hey, how you doing? Thank you so much. Patient Fenton, thank you so much for being there. Thank you for your nice comment. So proud to see you tonight. Okay, I'm glad to have you live as well. It's a pleasure for me. Oh yeah, make sure you leave a comment. Tell me what you think. I'm in the field. I work in cybersecurity right now. I do these labs all day, every day. I meet with clients. I meet with customers. I understand what they want. I have a good understanding of the field itself because of my background, because of where I started, networking, security, cybersecurity. That's a good way to go. When I moved to the US, it was just so easy for me to find my entry level job in the tech. It was just like that. Right after obtaining my Network Plus and my Security Plus, I found a job as an IP technician, and that's how I got started. And I just did like 6 months on that job, and I moved to something else because I got the CCNA. So that's my story. You might have your story. That's not the same, but I literally tell you what I have experienced, and you are also free to listen to many other things. But just be careful of your time and what you are investing. Are you investing in a place where you'll be holding your credentials without anybody willing to hire you? Or you are investing in a place where being a network technician, it's everywhere, guys. Being a network engineer, it's literally everywhere. You get into it, you can become a senior if you want, and then from there, you keep going, go to cybersecurity, go to cloud, go to whatever else you want to work in. That is your choice to make. Thank you, guys. Let me read some comments here before we wrap this up. I have a lot of people online. Thank you so much, guys. No sound. Okay, that was at the beginning. Thank you guys for letting me know. Good. It's okay. Thank you. KB, do you study Juniper material? No, it's been a while since I touched Juniper, even though I worked on Junipers in production back in 2017, 2018. I was working on the I think the QX or PX 960. No, MX 960 at the time. I was working for a service provider, and it was a beautiful experience. I loved it, but I haven't been invested into Juniper certifications or anything like that. I'm going to get into it because I am trying to be everywhere. I'm trying to understand the whole thing. So, like right now, for example, I just got into Palo Alto. I'm going to bring you a lot of Palo Alto content. I was in the process of installing my Peanut lab because it's much easier to do Palo Alto on Peanut. Even G as well is a good tool for Palo Alto. So I'm studying for it. I'm going to get certified, and I'm probably going to make some courses or trainings available on en.kbtrainings.com. So make sure you go on the website and you go all the way to the bottom. You get to my newsletter. If those are there, I'm going to let you know. Yep, you are late, but you will be watching the video. It will be online, and feel free to watch and comment when you are ready. Hi, my name is Angelus Congolese, and I study network admin in Equatorial Guinea. I appreciate your work and your impact with your words. Thank you so much. Thank you, Angelus. It's a pleasure to read your comments. And thank you, Copper NG. And of course, hit me on Instagram. We're going to have a quick chat. For everybody else, make sure you follow me on social media. I usually publish over there at least weekly, and shoot me a message. I'll be glad to respond to you. That's all for today. Thank you so much, guys, for watching. Keep working on whatever you're working on right now. Keep pushing it forward. That's the only way. And if you get to a place where you find a job that you like, or you create a business that you like, just be there and stay happy. I want to know what kind of certificate you may recommend for entry-level job in cybersecurity. So that's kind of what we talked about today. I would rather have you start somewhere else, but if you really want to go in cybersecurity, I think that Security Plus is a good place to start. You can start there and then go to other things. Some jobs out there literally require the CISSP. And CISSP, we know that it's not an entry-level certificate. You need to have some years of experience to be able to go take the CISSP. So start with the Security Plus if you want to be on the blue side, of course. I'm not talking about ethical hacking here or anything. Start with the Security Plus, go with the CCNA, go with the CCNP security, and then move to Fortinet, FCP, FCSS, and then you can go anywhere else. Those are the certificates that will help you secure a job as a cybersecurity engineer, as a security engineer in general. Thank you, guys, and take care of yourself. I'll see you in the next time. Bye.